Sorry. Okay, I enabled the wrong audio, the camera audio. For some reason, the camera audio is not the right audio to use. Okay, well, sorry about that. We're there now. I think should be working. I don't know. I can't really have everything on screen at the same time, which is the problem. I need to like scroll up and down on everything, which is why I didn't see the last audio setting. I'm on just my laptop today. Yesterday and the day before, I had more space on my screen because I had my main monitor. But now I'm at my parents' or at my mom's place for a little bit, visiting. So yeah. Anyway, point is, things are good. I was saying about yesterday's games. I was saying that things went okay. Thank you, by the way. I'm good. How are you? I was saying earlier that yesterday's games went okay against Hungary. They lost 3-1, but the games were pretty good. Alice and Trisha were both swindled their opponents into a draw, more or less. And Laura and Diana had some unfortunate losses. They held up really well for a long time, but then things started to go downhill at some stage. But yeah, let's look at what's happening today. And also, by the way, the men did really well against Iran. They still lost, but they were outrated by a lot. Well, actually, similar amount to the women, I guess, maybe. Overall. But they scored 1.5 against 2.5, and had some real chances to take home a draw against Iran, who have one Super GM, Farham Maksudlu, 2700, then Tabata Bey, 2664, I think, and then another Idan Puyani, or Puyani Idan, I'm not sure, at also 2640 or something. So really, really strong team. Anyway, let's get to today's game. So Diana was, you'll see in a second here. Diana was planning to play the Benko Gambit, but her opponent, too scared, played knight f3, which, okay, not a terrible move, I suppose, but also I can't imagine that it's right fully. Like, must be, I would think that black pretty much already equalizes with this, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, e5, okay. I would think maybe e6 is a more natural move, but e5 makes some sense. Okay, and also I would think the knight would go, well, first thing I would consider is putting it on b5. So after you get kicked out, eventually you can always go to c3, and then you can bring the other knight to d2 and maybe e4, and you have solid control over the d4 d5 square right away. And generally this is just a general rule. We can be active with our knights, we might as well be. I think knight f3, probably not a great move, but okay, we take those. E3, and we already get d5 in, and that should pretty much mean that black is better. If we just look at the position right now, black has more space in the center, development more or less equal. Black has move now. I mean, I guess you could say white is technically one tempo up,